What's up, YouTube? I'm starting to do a Banished state of the game. This game just came out about a week ago, and it appears to be, according to their website, solely developed and supported by one individual, which is in and of itself a great feat, great accomplishment for that person. But of course, customer service and stuff will suffer for that. So be patient if you do get the game. You have issues. I have not had any issues with the game. I do hope that they get a bigger staff so that they can really get the most out of this game. It's $20 on Steam, or you can buy it directly from their website at shiningrocksoftware.com. I'll put the link for that down below. So what is Banished? Banished is a city simulation sim survival type game. The only thing you're fighting in this game is the elements and just the overall. They've got some diseases, some natural disasters you can turn on and off, and just people dying off and food shortages, stuff like that. So I'm gonna load up my city that I built yesterday so I can kind of show you guys all the different buildings and whatnot. So this, I'm gonna go ahead and pause this. This is set really fast. You can change the speed in here. So this is actual, supposedly real life speed. How fast? Obviously the characters are a lot slower. 2 times, 5 times, and 10 times, where they run around like little ants. So these are quarries. These are your mines. These are probably the two biggest disappointments to me in the game, just because as soon as they get done, scroll down here and show you, there's this giant hole in the ground. It never fills in. The ground's useless after that. So I'd like to see something to where you could turn that into a landfill and fill that back in or something. I mean, the waste has to go somewhere. There's churches, wood cutters, so I wish that was involved or would have been done at the same place as all the wood chopping. All this does over here is allow you to make firewood. You have some blacksmiths. You can make cemeteries, churches, your town hall, which gives you a bunch of demographic information. So what you're producing versus what you're using, your inventory of everything, different graphs of your population, your overall population, how much are adults, how many are children, how many are students, nomads. Every once in a while, once you get built up in the game, you have nomads come and visit, and I was told off the get-go, do not let nomads in your town. So you have different farms over here. There's a wide variety, as you can see. I don't even have all of them, but you can make peppers, pears, pumpkins, on and on and on. Different types of crops. Obviously, the more crops you have, more variety, the happier people are. And you have different outposts, like you're gathering, which is, these people just go around and gather berries and whatnot, which when you start out the game, those are your best friend, because the crops produce a lot once you get a solid worker base. Like right now I've got 16 extra laborers, but starting out it's just too much and too little is produced from those guys. So it's a good mix once you get a good population going to add some farms, but start out with gatherers. So beyond that, this city is pretty much, I'm at roughly 240 or whatever, or 250 population, and at this point the glamour of the game kind of disappears, because at this point I've got a very well balanced city. I don't really have much to build. The only thing that I can build at this point is just going to add more production onto what I already have. And as you can see in my inventories, I have a good stockpile of just about everything except for some alcohol. So this is something I would really like to see developed. Obviously, like I said, there's only one person working on this game right now, so maybe with the addition of a few more people, we can see hopefully some co-op missions, to where you and a buddy are able to play together, and he builds his city and you build your city, and maybe there's an AI aspect over across the lake or the ocean, and you get to fight off that. There's no crime in the game. There's only like natural disasters like fires, some medical issues, stuff like that. Real simple stuff that really doesn't affect your game too much. So this game is awesome. Like I love playing this game a lot, but as soon as you get to this stage, you're pretty much done. And once you get to the hardest level, which I haven't attempted yet, but once you get to that hardest level and you've built that and you've beat it, you know, you got the stabilization going. All you can really do is continue to build and build and build, and there's more achievements for the higher you go, but it kind of becomes monotonous to me after that fact. So again, mines. I wish that mines and quarries. I wish that you could do something, because once you put a mine there, like these two spots, I will never be able to put anything else there. They're done, kaput. So I would like to see something be able to be done with that. You got your marketplaces, which serve as storage areas and help bring the like right now, if all my gatherers over here, all the berries are only in this place right here. So what the markets do is they bring the variety from all over the towns. I've got like 3 or 4 little outposts set up, and they're all brought here. So all these houses over here can enjoy the berries from across the field. So user interface is really simple. As you can see, it's like a Visual Basic 6 type interface, where it's just action driven, and you just go through all the achievements, and pretty simple. So not a lot of luster there, not a lot of confusion. Makes it pretty simple, easy. All your hotkeys are set to your F1, F2, F3, so on and so forth, and then you can just press 1 to make a wooden house, and you don't have to go ahead and go through each one and click them. So once you get that hotkey kind of down, you don't even really need a mouse whatsoever. You can just do everything from your keyboard, which is nice. Other than that, the pros of this game are just the building. If you're into sim games, if you're into Civilization, that sort of thing, great game to buy. One thing I don't like is that you have all your buildings at the get-go. So you're able to build your churches, you're able to build your schools, and I wish that it started out to where you could only build your basic buildings, and then as you develop those, and all of a sudden, hey, somebody is in here and they're like, hey, we developed a better insulation for homes. Boom, brick homes, stone homes. Hey, we know how to make iron tools, and now we've got coal. That sort of thing, to where like there was actually some playthrough of the game versus just here's everything, do with it what you can. So that I think would add the co-op thing. I think is, especially if they've only got one person develop the game, I think is pretty far off in the future. But I'm excited to see where the game goes. For $20, I think at this stage is just a little bit pricey. I definitely have played it, like I said, like 10, 15, maybe 20 hours in the last week or so or last 3 or 4 days that I've had it. So it's already gotten its value, I would say, for me. You know, you figure 20 hours at $20, $1 an hour, there's not much more entertainment that you can get for that price. So while I think it's semi-fair, I think for what you're getting, it's more of a beta than an actual game. It's fully functional. I haven't seen any glitches or had any issues with it. So for paying $20, you're actually getting a functioning game, not something like, hey, give us your money and you can help develop the game with us. Like, I think that's such a cop-out. So I do wish this was still in beta phase, or at least it was announced that it was in beta phase. I'm excited to see some more development go on, especially now that he has released it. He's making money, and he can probably hire on a few more people, hopefully. But other than that, that's Banished. If you have any other questions for me, feel free to comment below or hit me up on my Twitch. I'm on there almost daily. So thanks for watching, thanks for stopping by, and look out for more State of the Game and other sort of videos.